Hi. Awesome. Hey guys, I'm Kelsey Small, the culinary advisor at Ooni headquarters in Austin, and today we're going to be cooking the Panna pizza from The Joy of Pizza, which is a cookbook written by Dan Richer and Katie Parla. Dan Richer is one of the most romantic pizza makers in America. He has a pizza place called Razza in Jersey, and Katie Parla, who is basically we describe her as the American queen of Italy. Moments earlier, she is a food writer, blogger, Italian food historian, and just an incredible source of Italian food. So, let's talk a little bit about the book. Joy of Pizza is a really incredible pizza book that I think is different than most other pizza books for a few reasons. It basically breaks down every step of the way to cook a perfect pizza at home, whereas other recipes will just give you the dough recipe and then show you a beautiful pizza, which is it's easier said than done. And what Dan has done with his book, which I love, is that he shows you many different steps and techniques and guidelines to create the perfect pizza at home, not just let it sit for 4 hours, but he's like, this is what you're looking for your dough, and this is when you know your dough is perfectly rested. This is what you know if it's cooking like this, the fermentation is too young, or it's going too long, or it's blown out. And I think that's very rarely seen in cookbooks now. So I'm really happy this book exists. Today we used his everyday pizza dough, which is a really awesome recipe for beginners to start doing higher hydration doughs. A lot of pizza dough at home is done between like 58 and 60% hydration, which what that means is like, that's how much water there is to the amount of flour. So basically if you have 1,000 grams of flour, 60% would be 600 grams of water. He pushes his doughs to like between 68 and 76%, which is a little harder to use, but with the everyday pizza dough, he takes it over a longer span of time. So the dough is relaxing, it hydrates a little better over time, and it's easier to handle. It handles like a lower hydration dough, but you get really better results. So, should we start cooking a pizza? Awesome. So I got my dough here. And it's very ready to go. And the Panna pizza, which is one of my favorite pizzas from the book, brings back a lot of childhood memories because growing up on the East Coast, everyone loves a vodka sauce pizza. This is just gonna fall. So we're just gonna slide down. This is the book. It's beautiful, Joy of Pizza. Available at your local bookstores and probably on the Ooni website. So go to the Ooni website and pick it up. So, Panna pizza is basically a simple margarita pizza, but instead of using olive oil, he puts some like really rich, heavy cream on it. Drizzles that before it goes in the oven. So it kind of makes like a quick vodka sauce. It's a little different, but the flavors are very reminiscent of that classic vodka sauce you get as a child. So the ingredients are going to be, we have some tomatoes, basically some San Marzano tomatoes. Buy the best quality you can. We get ours from Bianco, also another incredible pizza maker. We have fresh mozzarella, which is torn into little pieces, so it's easily distributed. We have some Parmesan, which we'll grate after the oven with the arugula, and some heavy cream, which when you're using heavy cream, the difference between like making this pizza good and great is finding like really awesome cream. Like this cream is from Richardson Farms, which is a local farm that has some of the best cows in the world. Jersey obviously has incredible dairy, but like don't just pick up your local run-of-the-mill cream from your grocery store. If you can go to the farmer's market and get something, the richer and thicker the cream is going to be, the better it's going to be for this pizza, the more flavor it'll have. All right, so we're going to stretch this bad boy out. We'll top it. One thing while you're stretching a pizza too is you want to make sure you're building a crust. And another thing that the Joy of Pizza has that I really appreciate is it shows you like a step-by-step, like how a crust is stretched well, what signs you're looking for, if it's a little thin, if it's going to be even. And I think that's another thing where those little extra details make it a little bit more like the goal of cooking the perfect pizza is a little more reachable. All right, so we got our dough stretched out and go a little bit bigger. Where is our pizza peels, which is over here? As far as making a pizza too, in the Ooni oven, we have all the different peels. I love the perforated peel for a few reasons. One, it lets all the excess flour fall off before you go in the oven, so you don't get those burnt flour marks. And another is the air from the perforated peel prevents it from sticking as much when you're building the topping of the pizza. You can top it off the peel as well, but I like to top it on the peel when I'm cooking in my Ooni. Can you guys see me? This is cool? All right, cool. So, first thing we're gonna do is do a ladle of sauce. It's about 3 ounces, the ladle, which is really awesome. If you can get a 3-ounce ladle like this, it really helps because then it's very consistent. You don't have too much sauce, you don't have too little. And when I'm topping, I'm just basically using the bottom of the spoon to spread it out. Awesome. And then we got our fresh mozzarella. We'll just break it up and try to evenly distribute it. What you want to do, and when I used to cook pizzas for work, I still do, I guess, but in a restaurant, one of my first pizza makers I worked for told me to top to the crust. Like, you know when you get a piece of pizza and half the pizza doesn't have pepperoni on it or whatever, it's because they're topping it like a little less in. They're topping it in. You want to top the last couple pieces basically to the crust, not on it, and then you have it evenly distributed. Cheese, get a little bit of everything in each bite. And next, we got our heavy cream. A little shake is when you get really good cream, sometimes the fat will rise, it'll separate. So what you want to do is just give it a shake before you use it. And we're just going to drizzle about 2 tablespoons. And that looks pretty dang good. We're going to go in the oven. Now, first we'll check our oven to make sure it's at a good temp. I like my stone in the 700s, and it's about 730 right now, 740, which is great. All right, that's slid in. Now, we've got our turning peel, which helps make sure we're getting an even cook. Is this better for you guys? Look at that. And when we're cooking a pizza in an Ooni oven, or any oven, we're watching the side that's closest to the flame. And we want to make sure, that's what's going to get color first. And these will cook for about 2 minutes. We're also checking the bottom. It's getting good leoparding. You can see it's getting good leoparding on the crust. And this looks good. Nice. All right, not too bad. Got a little crispy on one side. But. All right. Well, one cool thing about this pie is like you can see like the pink streaks. They kind of look like that vodka sauce vibe. And then first we'll cut it. I always like to cut pizzas into 6. Don't know why. And then what we'll do is we'll take some arugula. And you don't want to go too much, obviously. You don't want to like basically build a salad, but you want to get a little bit of that spicy pepper bite on each slice, and a little bit of Parmesan. Cool. And now we got a nice Panna pizza from Razza. And when you're cooking pizzas at home, I mean, we should probably try to eat it, huh? It's gonna be hot. You know, dang, this dough looks great. That's pretty dang good. Yo, I could probably eat this whole thing right now, but like this pizza is very good. It's also really simple to do at home. That's the cool thing about the toppings in his book too. Is like all of them are very attainable for a home cook to do, and they're like if you're using the best ingredients, it'll be like really, really delicious. Awesome. Well, I guess thank you guys. That was really fun. Go check out the book and try not to drop all your arugula on the ground. And have a good day.